Okay, welcome back to Big Head Small Cap, where we blow away gains as quickly as we add them. And we trade purely on emotion. And that is the story of today. And it just kills me. I'm kicking myself. I'm frustrated with myself. I have to accept myself because I am who I am. But it's very upsetting what I've done. So let me tell you what I've done. The story is all about Gigacloud. So Gigacloud ran. It ran all the way up to 25, and that was like yesterday. And I was sitting there feeling like I'd missed the boat completely. I'm like, here's a great name. I knew it was great. I thought it was great. I told you guys it was great. I made some money on it, and now I'm missing the boat because I thought I could trade it. And it had gotten a little expensive. Let's face it, it had gotten a little expensive. So I, I was just in panic, frankly. And so today it dropped. It dropped from the 23 or something. It closed the day down to 22, and I bought it. I bought it back, and I'm kicking myself because I had a trade in at 19, and I should have waited for it. Where is Gigacloud? But I didn't. I moved that trade up to 22 and I executed it, and now the stock continues to fall. And so I'm losing money and I'm kicking myself for it. I mean, I'm not, listen, do I think it's bad at 21.75? No, I don't. It's been higher, it's been 25. I do think Gigacloud has a great next year ahead of it. So I'm not worried about that stuff. That said, it's just so wrong. You set up some rules, and then when you're clear-headed and then in the heat of the moment, you immediately violate them. So I'm just going to have to work on that. I'm going to have to work on myself, do some self-reflection, frankly, because that's not a way to make money longer term. That said, let's review what else has happened. I sold out Gravity at 72. I love Gravity. If we look at it, it's our cheapest name on the list. It doesn't have the greatest growth. I know it has great near-term growth, but it doesn't have great long-term growth. And gaming is not a great sector. It is a great sector in the sense that there's just tons of money to be made in gaming. You can make it very quickly. The problem is it's very much like a movie. Let's think about Marvel, for example. Marvel had a string of like 17 hits, and now every single movie they publish is complete garbage, and nobody wants to watch it. So that can be the same for gaming. You can have a real series of successes and then literally fall off the face of the earth, which is different than other companies. Like Amazon, for example. Amazon can have a few good quarters, but when I need a few bad quarters, but when I need something, I'm still going to Amazon. It's got something that can't be easily replicated. So that gives it longer term value. So Gravity is problematic. And what's even worse about that is it doesn't trade. That's what's really killing me. If it was trading, I would still be participating, but it doesn't trade. It bounces around between 68 and 72, and it's just not making any meaningful moves. So I'm getting rid of it. It's just not volatile enough for me to make money on it. So I sold it out 72, made some money. Nice, happy about that. And then again, I emotionally traded Gigacloud. So that's a bummer. So let's talk about Aether. Aether is the big name on the list today. Aether reported and just got creamed. They downgraded their fiscal year guidance from 100 million to between 75 and 80 million, 85 million. And that is effectively no growth. If we look at their trailing 12-month revenue, they are already at 75. There is no way this thing is going to maintain this margin, this 13 on that kind of number. It's 19 now, down from 22. I could easily see this thing going to 10 without thinking twice about it. And even at 10, I wouldn't say it was a great company to own at the moment. So I'm going to actually try to short this name. This needs to be shorted. It's coming down further, but I don't know how to short my account yet. So, I mean, my account's not allowing me to short. There are some permissions that I guess are wrong, so I'm going to try to fix that. And when it's fixed, I will short this. Now, again, what did I say when I started this game? I'm not going to short. That's fundamentally against what I'm doing. That said, I don't want to pass up what I view as pretty easy money. So I'm not going to get married to this. I'm not going to short it big. I'm hoping to get maybe 4,000 or 5,000 out of a short of this thing, which I think I can do pretty easily, assuming I can get my count set up in the near term. If this thing drops to 15 or 17 before I get my stuff straight, I'm not married to shorting it anymore. At that point, it just seems silly. But anyway, so let me pause. I got a phone call coming in, and I will get back to you guys. Okay, sorry about that. That was my wife. I have to answer that call. So anyway, what I was saying is I want to try to short this one, but we'll see. So let me tell you what else I discovered, which I think is worth knowing. All right, previously when we did our stock screening, we did everything but finance, right? I think actually I removed materials and utilities too, but whatever. That's not the point I'm going to try to make here, right? The point I'm going to try to make here is if you put in financials, if you put in everything, there are 226 names that match our criteria. But that was based on my premise, I gather faulty, that if I select every different sector, I would get all the companies. If I select all the sectors, shouldn't I get all the companies? That's what you'd think. But that's not true. Watch this number, 226. I remove all of these sectors. So all of a sudden, I'm not filtering on sectors. 264. That means the difference between 226 and 264 are companies that don't have any sector at all. So I want to see what those are. I don't want to miss those names. So I'm going to go through this list. I'm going to find out what those no sector companies are. And then I'm going to put them all into a group, and then I'll go through them with you. So I'm going to do that now. I don't want to bother you guys waiting and watch I go through those stupid names, but I will resume here in maybe, I don't know, 10, 20 minutes, however long it takes me to do it, and then we'll go through the names. All right, bye. Okay, I was able to filter out the 36 or 37 names that appear to have no sector, 36. And so now I'm going to go through them. And hopefully I can get through a whole bunch of them, and I'll get through all of them today. But I'm not sure I'll go through all of them on this recording. But let's see. I think a lot of them will be pretty easy to filter out because they probably don't trade much. Nothing available. That one's dead. Nothing available. Geez, like a bunch of these seem to have very little going on. All right, here's already one that's got something going on. It's got a day's volume, though it's sort of reacting weird. The price is 0, so jeepers. Are any of these even really stocks? Last price. A few of them, but very few of them. Yeah, so I think that's going to be the story here. I don't even need to go through all these. Let's look at just the ones that seem to have Cyber Envoy and Virotech. It seems to have a stock of some kind, but no volume, so forget it. This is just weird. It's got a lot of volume. But maybe there's something wrong with my screener now. Let's see. No, it's nothing. I don't know how that's even trading. All right. All right, well, shoot, that's easy. All of these are BS. That's why they seem to have no sector. Let's see what Endeavor Bancorp, although I don't do finance, so that's also easy, and 0 volume. So who knows why these are even stocks, why they even exist, but they're nothing I need to pay attention to. So that solves that mystery. So let's just go back to our watch list and see what we got going on. Aether, we said we want to short, but the account doesn't short yet. So I'm working on that. It seems to be stuck at 18. We did our stupid trade on Gigacloud. So let's see. I think Gigacloud's towards the bottom. Where's Gigacloud? No, Gigacloud. We did it at 220, 22, excuse me. So at least we haven't lost much. We sold out of Gravity at 72, so glad to get rid of that. Made some money. And Crescendo, we're still even. We're in at 480, so that's good. And then this one, Catalyst Pharmaceutical, we're in at 1455, so still making money there. But in general, it looks like a pretty bad day for us. But nothing big. So we'll end it there today, and we'll circle back tomorrow and see if there are any that look worthy of trading. So yeah, talk to you then. Bye.